Hi guys, welcome back to Playa Brujas. I wanted to take a video from here while I'm here, even though I've recorded from here before, because right now the women's surf competition is going on, the one I just competed in. They just finished the second round of the semifinals, and now they're doing the boogie board competition. So anyways, let me show you that real quick before I get started and fill you guys in on the last few days. Alright, so, there's a boogie boarder right there, if you can see. Waves are picking up behind me. We have the judges' tent, all the people that came out to watch and support. And back to the waves, which have picked up in size, I feel like, although it looks like they're closing out a lot more anyways, so. Alright, I'm gonna backtrack and then I'll come back to today. So, last time I talked to you guys, I left off with, I was gonna do a food tour the next day. So, basically what that's about is, through a connection, through a friend here, Katie I mentioned before, it's all about connections here, which I love. Yeah, I mean, it is there too, but it's on a different level here. It's a lot more, things are word of mouth when things come together, whatever that might be, work-wise or anything else, which is really nice because it's not just about submitting your resume all the time. So anyways, I went on this food tour because it was a potential job opportunity of basically guiding gastronomy tours. So I went to check it out. I wasn't sure like how much I'd be participating in it, so I wasn't actually trying all this stuff, and I was like, bummed about that part. But went to check it out, was following along with the guy, and we were kind of chatting and blah blah blah. But it was cool to see. So anyways, I'm basically planning to, assuming it comes together at some point, give guided food tours at some point in the Centro Histórico. But it kind of depends like on them having people, but they said they need guides, and we'll see what happens, unless I also can get like groups to come together. So it was fun, like getting to check out the route, different restaurants that are nice in town, also gives me an idea of what to try. And they do, I want to say 5 or 6 different spots, so we went to like 3 or 4, just so I could kind of get the idea. And then the one in the middle, more or less, called Ruiseñor. The guy that works there, bartends and everything, is like more of an actual friend of the guy I was with, who's a friend of Katie's. So anyways, we ended up, like, after we kind of did that route, the first few, and then he showed me the next few. Also went to the Presidio, which is really nice. It's, again, like these old buildings, really nice restaurant, kind of garden in the back. But we returned to Ruiseñor, and there I actually like ate dinner and had drinks. It was fun. So I got a really good dish. I don't remember the name of it. But anyways, food was really good. And then we got some drinks there. I finally got to try Tres Islas, which is a artisan beer from Mazatlán. So that was good. Tried the IPA and blondes, and then some other cocktails he made. And then they just started doing karaoke night. So again, there's the tourists that are here are either from the US or Canada, but a lot of them haven't moved here to their expats. So these 2 like older ladies came in from that are Canadian looking to do karaoke. It's only the second week, they said, so they're like the only ones that came in for it. But we're all about it. We're singing, like really, really into it. And then later on, we had to go at it, so sang some karaoke too. It was fun. But basically, I didn't really know at all like how the night was gonna go. So I just went to see how the tour went, and then kind of went from there. So we stayed there pretty much until they closed. I was planning on just having a few drinks, but basically another one kept coming, another one kept coming. And anyways, it's on the house, so for me at least. So anyways, we went from there, and then anyways, they decided to go to like another bar afterwards, which I don't remember the name of, but it was cool. There weren't a lot of people there at that point, but we were sitting outside. They had like some tables out front, so by that point had some more Pacifico, of course, but that place had a cool vibe, good music. So anyways, it ended up being like this really long night, but it was fun. And then that was, I don't even know what day, I think that was Wednesday or Tuesday. But then anyways, from that, again, so I'm talking to the guy initially about doing these food tours, and then of course out of that comes something else, because he does a lot of stuff and he does marketing and he's running these tours and all that. So they needed someone to do this promotion for a restaurant, which is like a nice restaurant here that has an amazing view of the lighthouse and all of that. Anyways, I ended up doing that the next morning. So I did this promo video for the restaurant. I'll share that soon with you guys. But anyways, that was fun to do. That was like a breakfast promotion, so I got to have breakfast there. And then, ended up going to the aquarium later that day with my friend Paul. And that was also really nice. I was glad I went. Not that I'm like a huge aquarium person or anything like that in particular, but it was beautiful. Like beautiful architecture. I wasn't expecting that at all. So it just has like a really nice outdoor area. The buildings are beautiful and really green, vines and stuff all around. So, and yeah, they had like lots of nice displays and stuff, but it was just a really nice area and everything. Garden, outdoor, there were penguins and the usual stuff you see at aquariums and all the tanks. It was just a really nice one. So glad we got to check that out, and that was something new. And then also got some ice cream after that. It was hot out. So that was the following day. And then, the next day we went to surf Brujas, where I am right now. And then I was talking to the same guy, so his name is Gil, you know, that I did the promo with and the food tours and all that. And then he was messaging me that day, like, do you want to do another one? He's like, I need someone to do one for lunch, basically. So I ended up going back the next day, did another promo for La Marea, is the name of the restaurant, their lunch promo. So now I already have 2 under my belt. So basically I'm getting these little side gigs while I'm here, which is cool, has been fun. So that was Friday, I want to say. Yeah, and again, it came like out of the blue. So I went surfing that morning, and then like not long after getting back, that came up. So I didn't have much time to get ready, prepare anything. I went just like post-beach mess, but tried to clean up as best as I could with a little bit of time. Anyways, it was fun to do, and then I got to try their lunch menu and see how they were like cooking stuff in the kitchen. They did a really good job. I saw the first promo already. Yeah, so some more delicious food I got to try. Shrimp and fish and everything, and although I've never been big into seafood, it was really good. They did a good job. So that was Friday, yeah. And then yesterday surf Brujas again. So basically the swells already died down, and when that happens and there's not much coming in at Pinos and Camarón, people start coming to Brujas, because here you'll usually still get waves and more size. So surfed here again. It was a little bit better, I would say, yesterday than the day before. And then afterwards went to Panama. So they have this restaurant here that's a chain, but it's really popular. They serve food all day, so they've got the breakfast menu, but also like lunch and dinner, everything. And it's a bakery, so they have really good baked goods. I had mentioned in one of the previous videos that I tried something from there before and it was good. So there's this new one open close by in Cerritos, is named this area, and we went there after surfing. It was really good. It's really nice, like big new restaurant. It was cool outside. Initially they had chair setup, almost like you would have at a wedding. It's kind of random. I'm like, this is interesting. Kind of like a waiting area, but then before you went inside to wait there more. But then they had a couple girls come out like selling some baked goods from their bakery too. And they were just fresh out of the oven, so I decided to get one, which is pretty much like a sweet empanada filled with dulce de leche, more or less. It's really good. And then had breakfast there, which was good. I've noticed so far though, I'm like, every time I try to order the healthier breakfast, they're definitely not as tasty. Where I feel like, at least in California, we have a lot of, like healthy options, but it's so common more or less now that they've come out with a lot of good food that's healthy but still tasty. Here I feel like when you go the healthier route, the taste isn't quite up to par as much. But tried some different stuff, and also we got this other one that's like crema de chile, I think is the name. It's kind of just a soup made of chile and cheese, and had some tortilla chips of course in it, but that was actually really good. That was the best thing of everything I tried. So anyways, that was yesterday. And then the rest of the day was chill. I walked on the boardwalk a little bit later. That's become more of my like regular routine, just to get out and get a little bit more exercise, but just like sunset, and enjoy it a bit. So it's nice again to have that close by. I'm gonna start going back this way, towards the competition. So that leads us to today. So this is the first women's surf competition they've done here. So if I didn't mention it earlier, because my memory sucks, the Torneo Feminil de Surf Mazatlán. La Reina de la Perla is the name, so Queen of the Pearl. This is the first one they've done for women, so it's really awesome. All the other ones have been a mix of men and women. And apparently one of the girls was saying like, yeah, the other ones, not a lot of girls join. There's maybe like 8 girls competing. And this time is practically the whole group of women, like in that WhatsApp chat, which I don't know, I think there's 50 something people in that group, but point being, a lot of people came out to do this one. So it's been awesome and just fun. You can see the hat I'm repping right now. So they're selling these. They made them like for the competition. And then we're selling wax too, which I needed, so that worked out well too. But it went well. I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. It's my first one. You have 20 minutes to compete in each heat. And then basically there weren't like set competition rules except for just the usual kind of surf rules, which would normally be if you're both like on the same wave and someone's closer to the peak, that person has priority. But it worked out fine where there was enough space for everyone to pretty much like catch a wave without having to worry about cutting anyone off, which was nice. I wasn't sure if that would be the case, but it was. So anyways, 20 minutes, I was in the 5th heat. There were 5 heats. There's round 1, round 2, and then they just did 2 semi-final heats. They're doing the boogie board and then the finals. So anyways, yeah, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. Like initially the waves looked kind of big and closing out, which didn't look great. But in the end, because by the time our heat started, it was at least over an hour later, like after the beginning of the competition started. And it went well. I caught a bunch of waves. I feel like I did well in general. I didn't advance, however, but like I felt good about my heat. I want to say even I probably caught the most waves in the heat. I want to say, just from what I could kind of tell, but how they judge more or less, it's more like by your moves, your maneuvers, and they judge your top 2 waves. Anyways, and actually my heat, like maybe, I'm not 100% sure, it might have been like one of the hardest heats with like all the best competitors in it. But anyways, it was fun, it went well. Like I was glad with how I did out there. didn't feel like bummed out about like, oh, that sucked or whatever. And yeah, so it's still going on now. And I'll show you guys a little bit more of the competition. I'm trying to see if I can see the boogie boarders out there. I think I just saw one. But it's been fun in general. Everyone's just like really supportive of each other. So although of course it's a competition, like everyone's cheering each other on. It's fun, it's good vibes. A bunch of people came out to watch. And yeah, it's just cool to be a part of it. And the first one. So here, I'll give you guys one more little view. And some people swimming there. I actually just took a dip, again, not too long ago. I actually don't see, oh yeah, boogie boarders are there, but waiting on some waves right now. So, yeah, and the water has cooled off a little bit, so it's getting a little bit chilly. I had goosebumps yesterday, but that's all I have for now. I'll fill you in next time too. I was gonna go over some slang and all that, but I'll tell you about it next time. I figured at least I wanted to show you guys the tournament while I'm here. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Bye.